I just heard an owl. I'm not sure if it's a saw-whet or a pygmy owl, but it just called out in front of me. What is up, everybody? We are out here looking for rough-legged hawks. I'm here with Hawken way in the back over there, and Ben right here, new friend. First time birding for Ben, hoping to see some cool stuff. We did see on our way in a prairie falcon, so that's absolutely incredible. Best shots I've ever gotten of a prairie falcon up to this point, at least. So really happy to see that bird on the list. Let's see if we can find any of these other really cool hawk species. Picked up a pronghorn antelope, just pronghorn, I guess is what they're known as officially. Just resting out in the field out there. I think at this point, that's supposed to be long gone. They have one of the biggest migrations in North America, but this one's just chilling in a field. White crowned sparrows foraging on the ground, as well as a lot of song sparrows. So unfortunately, no hawk action. I did pick up a northern harrier flying over. I was actually competing with the prairie falcon that was out here, and it flushed it. Did not get that on camera, unfortunately, but it was a pretty cool thing to see. We're going to continue down these roads and see if we can pick up those rough-legged hawks. Picked up a pretty cool species for this time of year, a Say's phoebe. Now this bird is not necessarily uncommon for this time of year, but it is R-stamped rare on eBird, just because it's a little bit early for them to be coming through the area. There's still a lot of snow, it's very cold, but we got Say's phoebe over here. That's pretty awesome. Let's see what other birds we can find. All right, it's the next day. It's been snowing for several days, and we didn't end up seeing the rough-legged hawk, but I encourage you to go over to Hawken's channel because he may or may not have gotten it after we went searching for it. So definitely go check out Hawk in the Lens. That's a bird that's never been featured on this channel before. I decided it'd be a good idea to take you guys snowshoeing with me. I don't know how much birds we will see, but snowshoeing is incredible. And there's a lot of people up here today, so that makes it even tougher. I was hoping to be able to find like pygmy owls or something, but there's too many people around. So we're gonna continue walking down this trail, enjoy the snowy landscape, and see what birds we can find today. Not one bird so far. I think we've gone about a half a mile. There's snow that keeps falling off the trees, and that keeps triggering my peripheral vision. I keep thinking it's birds. I hear some chickadees somewhere in this tree grove, but I can't find them. And I had a golden eagle soar over ever so briefly. So there are birds out here. It's just a matter of, can I get them on film or not? We're gonna continue walking and see if we can actually pick up anything on camera. I just heard an owl. I'm not sure if it's a saw-whet or a pygmy owl, but it just called out in front of me. I'm gonna walk up there and see if we can find it, but that's absolutely incredible. Either one would be a first for Cache County. I'm hoping we can find it. That'd be crazy for this video. I'm a little bit disappointed. Perfect habitat for northern pygmy owl right on the edge. Couldn't get it to show itself. I scanned the treetops. I looked for it in flight. No sign of it. It makes a lot more sense for pygmy owl over saw-whet owl just because it's the middle of the day. Pygmy owls are diurnal, and also the habitat is more pygmy owl-like than saw-whet owl-like. And then I listened to the calls again, and it does sound like a pygmy owl rather than a saw-whet owl, so pretty comfortable calling that a northern pygmy owl. That is a camera nemesis bird. There's a chance we see it on the way back, but I don't know. It's like picking a needle out of a haystack. I'm now in some thick trees, and so I don't think it'll be in here. They really like those edge habitats, but one day we will get that bird on camera for you guys. I've gotten it on my iPhone before, and now I've heard it. Now we just got to get it on film. So we're going to continue walking. We still haven't filmed one bird today, which is wild. I guess that's now the new goal on this snowshoe trip, to get one bird on camera, and we'll see what we can find. First bird on film for the day are two common ravens. Honestly, that's not enough for me to want to turn around yet, so we're going to continue walking. I want to see if we can find something cool, maybe a golden eagle or a pygmy owl, obviously. That stuff would be enough to get me to turn around. Let's see what we can find. At this point, I started to get a little bit discouraged. I had hiked for at least a couple miles and really had nothing to show for it. I was cold and I was tired. I paused for a few moments to look around, wanting to turn back, and then this happened. We got it. Yes, let's go. We just picked up golden eagles to add to our list for the day. Decent footage as well. I mean, I know the camera's a little shaky and everything. It's not going to be National Geographic level, but golden eagles, 3 of them, all flying above the cliffs here. I mentioned I saw one earlier, but I really wanted to get one on camera. We got it on camera. Absolutely incredible. Giant, majestic birds. I'm so happy we picked those up. I'm going to start heading back down now. Hopefully we pick up that pygmy owl on the way out. All right, so this is super interesting. It's like a carcass up in a tree. If you guys know what this is, let me know in the comments below. That's so odd. What the heck is that? All right, so nice gentleman's came past me while I was looking at that carcass in the tree, and he has a pretty good theory. He thinks that it's just a deer carcass, which is probably the most likely, and that someone just picked it up and put it in the tree to keep the dogs away from it. This path is super traveled by people and their pets, so that makes sense to me. I'm back where the owl was where I heard it last time, so everyone stay alert. Hopefully it comes flying by. Otherwise, I don't think I'll be able to see it unless I can see it perch and land. So we're gonna keep our eyes out. This next part up here is probably the best habitat for it. Really nice open area with really good edge habitat. So let's see if we can pick it up. Unfortunately, no owl. Obviously, I'm in the car at this point. It was amazing to see those golden eagles flying over. I was not expecting to see those. But interestingly enough, Ross's goose was reported at First Dam literally just a couple hours ago. A snow goose at First Dam would be impressive. A Ross's goose is near impossible. It's a bird I've never seen in the county, so I'm a little bit skeptical. The other day, a white-winged scoter was reported and nobody found it shortly after. You know, it could be just the case of getting things confused, but I'd love to walk out there and find myself a Ross's goose, or even if it was a confusion, even a snow goose would be incredible. So I'm a little bit skeptical, but let's see what we can find. I wanted to give the birder the benefit of the doubt, but their exact report on this bird was notable bill shape, first of all, but second, they said one was speckled gray and the other one was pure white. And I think I found the culprit. There's 2 domestic ducks out there. One's pure white, one's speckled gray. No sign of any Ross's geese, so that's unfortunate, but we'll stick around and film what else is around here. I gotta stop chasing birds at First Dam because I feel like I'm always chasing birds that aren't actually here. We'll see what we can find though. Okay, quick interjection real quick. I just want to say thank you. This lady, I was on my way home after filming at First Dam, and this lady like drove up on the side of me and started honking her horn and pointing at my roof. I left my camera on the roof of my vehicle. Isn't that insane? And I didn't even go, like I went probably quarter of a mile before I finally pulled over and she got my attention. My goodness, the camera's fine. Like, camera's totally okay. Just chilling on top of the car. I don't know how it didn't slide off. Oh my goodness, that's insane. So thank you so much, lady, for, you know, honking your horn and getting me to pull over and getting my camera off the top of the car, because that would have been devastating. I'm not gonna lie. That's all my footage.
in that one little, like, the camera, that would have been terrible anyways, right? I'm about to upgrade my camera though, so honestly, I'm just happy because all my footage is on this camera, and it's totally okay. So, all right, let me send it back to me before this whole fiasco to wrap up the video.
All right, so no white-winged scoter and no Ross's geese. Again, I think the Ross's geese were those domestic ducks. There were several candidates. And then I think the white-winged scoter that was reported is actually a Barrow's goldeneye, because there were no Barrow's goldeneye on that checklist that had the white-winged scoter. So again, we've all mixed up IDs before as birders. We all start somewhere, and so there's no shame in getting things wrong. I just thought I'd check just in case. It would be really cool if Ross's geese were here. Let me know in the comments below. 2 things this time. Number 1, have you ever gone birding on snowshoes? If so, what bird did you find? And number 2, what was the biggest ID mix-up that you've ever had? I'll tell you mine right now. In my earlier videos, Grand Canyon video, I called I believe it was a Brewer's blackbird. I called it a great-tailed grackle. And I got not totally flamed in the comments, but definitely corrected. So make sure you put down in the comments below. Always double check your IDs. And thank you so much for joining me on this journey. I hope to see you all next time on Bright Eyed Birding.